Alright, welcome back to another video. Today we'll be taking a look at the Eurofighter 2000 once again. Now you may have looked at the title of the video and thought, what is this guy thinking? You know, recently the Russians have gotten the Su-30SM with its 6 Kh-38 MTs. Isn't that thing just straight better? Now you are partially right. On open maps where there's essentially no cover and the tanks are all nice and spread out, the Su-30SM is definitely, at least enjoyable to use, I'd say, in comparison to the Eurofighter. However, most War Thunder maps aren't just open fields. You know, you have trees, you have mountains, and you have a lot of crammed maps where using the Kh-38 MTs isn't really an option, since they always tend to lock the dead body whenever the target you lock drives next to them, and then you waste yourself one missile. Now in comparison, the Eurofighter with its 15 Brimstones, or at least in my loadout 15 Brimstones, first of all has a whole lot more of them. You can kind of just spam out. And they're also a whole lot more maneuverable. You know, you can sort of go low to the ground, approach your enemies at like 2 to 3 kilometers, fly upwards, launch a missile, kill them, and then go back down to low altitude and stay safe just like that, instead of sort of spawning in, climbing, launching your 6 missiles, and then dying to an AiM-120. Now in the end, I'm sure a lot of people are willing to express their different opinion on this topic. In the end, this game is also about having fun, and after having played both of these planes for the past couple of weeks, I find that the Eurofighter is just a whole lot more fun to play, and also a whole lot more easier to spawn in. You only need like 2 kills as opposed to maybe 4 or 3 now, after they've increased the spawn cost for those Kh-38 MTs. Alright, for my next game I'm here on Sweden. I'm gonna try and get to the sea point and try and shoot any people who try and capture it here at the start. Usually it does work if you're fast enough. And there we go, just like that, there's 1 kill. And I only need 1 more to be able to spawn in a Eurofighter. There we go, it really is that easy. So I'm just gonna J out now to make sure not to give anyone any extra spawn points or whatever. And I'm already in a plane. Wonderful stuff. Now we're not actually facing Russia this game, we're facing America, so I'm gonna have to expect you know, F-15, F-16 and whatnot. Might as well turn on my radar already. Because, would rather prefer be alerted of any targets here. So far they don't have any AA though, so that's good. 1 guy right there, another guy right there. I'm gonna try and go after this guy here first. Or actually, yeah, I think I will. Oh, my lock refused to lock. There we go. Let's just do that. And there we go, there's already 1 kill. And there we go, an F-15 has already spawned in. What a surprise. Don't really know where the F-15 is. Okay, never mind. That's a rocket. I don't want to lock the rocket, thank you. And let's quickly go down to the ground now to not get killed by that AiM-120 that's flying towards me. There we go. Should be safe for now. Of course, my AiM-120 also missed. That's normal. I'm gonna have to try and hunt him down a different way. Now I'm gonna make sure not to use my TWS radar here, because you know, that RWR on him is going to alert me, or is going to alert him of where I am. That wouldn't be very nice. Oh, there he is. There we go. Let's just do this. And okay, never mind. Looks like a friendly already got rid of him. Fair enough. There's an ADATS somewhere over here. Gonna have to try and get rid of that. But I don't really know where he is, so that's not too good. Alright, well, there he is. Let's just run away now. And that's exactly why I shot 2 missiles, because he could have shot down the first one. Why do I hear a missile? I don't know. I'm gonna run away, just to be safe. Alright, see 1 target there, don't know why it didn't lock him. Let's try again. There we go, good stuff. It's gonna be a bit of a risky shot, but I might as well try. Hey, there we go. I just barely got him there. And let's run away again, because now they've spawned a CRT. Coatl, or however you call it. So I'm gonna have to run away here before he decides to delete me, like he's trying to delete that SU-30. So it's actually a really good time now to go and try and go after him. Somewhere here on this spawn right over here. It's not gonna be a very easy kill though. There we go. Let's just do that. There we go. Good thing I launched 2 missiles because the first one didn't actually kill him. Also a Rafale behind me. I'm gonna have to go watch after that. Was that for me there? I think that was. Just go behind the mountain here. And I still don't know really, yeah, where this Rafale even is. Ah, okay, there he is. Well, let's just put this mountain and me behind him. And disengage for a bit now. To just put a bit of space between me and him. There we go, we see him again. Not sure if he sees me. There we go. Gonna multipath his missile. And then we can go back to, no, actually we're not gonna go back to doing anything because there's a plane right here. And I have to go after him. Oh, he's a bit too far away for an AIM-9 right now. There we go, let's launch that. Might hit him, it might not. Wonderful. Unfortunately I have to run away now because there's an ADATS behind me. Okay, there we go, very nice. Alright, there we go, very nice. Alright, for my next game, I'm here on, what is this map called again? Main, there we go, I can actually remember what maps are called. Killed that 180 there, seems to be the only guy here though, so I'm gonna have to actually look behind me now, because I think that Abrams is gonna be in a bit of trouble if he doesn't get some help, so I'm gonna try and go help him now. Seems at least maybe 2 tanks over there. Not sure if I'll really make it in time for them, but you know, we can always try and help. Why is there a guy over here? There we go. Get that guy real quick. Oh, Abrams is looking the wrong way. That is not good. Need him to look forward here. Just quickly come to help repair him. Good. Yeah, that's a friendly tank behind me. That's an enemy tank. Let's just have him scouted. There we go. Good job. And let's help him repair again. And look here to the right, because... okay, never mind. I thought there was going to be a tank there. I am right. There is indeed a tank there, but there's also a T-80 up on the hill. Luckily, I can't spawn in a Eurofighter, though, because it's, yeah, only laser guided. And what the hell is this? Okay, Discord added a new overlay. That just spooked me a bit there. Do they have any SPA? None that I know of just yet, so we'll just leave it like that. And as for planes, I don't seem to have any either. Anyway, let's go try and maybe focus on the targets that are scouted so that my light tank friends here can get a couple spawn points or spawn point bonuses or whatever. I'm gonna first go after this 2S38 because it's a 2S38, he's out in the open, and he's an easy target. Alright, unfortunately there, because two tanks were grouped up, it kind of locked onto both of them at the same time, which led the missile to miss. Bit of a drawback with using your targeting pod instead of or using the auto lock on your targeting pod instead of permanently manually guiding it, but hey, it is what it is. We still have 12 remaining missiles left. Alright, now there does seem to be a Tunguska somewhere. Unfortunately, I don't really know where he is. Oh, never mind. Okay, I know now. Let's quickly go here to the low ground, so that, you know, he can't really do much to me. And then just launch two missiles like that. That's not a Tunguska, actually. That's not good, because there's also a Panzer now up. Would be really fast here. Get behind some stable cover, just like that, and then run away. Alright, now there does seem to be a Panzer somewhere in this spawn, I'll assume. Yeah, there he is, actually. So let's just quickly go down to the low ground now. There's also a MiG-29 behind me. I'm gonna deal with him later on. And for now, I'm just going to go here, launch two missiles, and yeah, I don't think he's really surviving that. Let's run away. There's a plane behind me. I'm gonna load an AiM-120. I don't think I'll make it on time. Or maybe I will, I don't know. That's actually... Okay, first of all, it's dead. Yeah, okay, it looks like I don't have to really worry about him. There we go, okay, wonderful. Alright, seems to be a Tunguska here. I don't think launching two missiles is really worth it now, because he isn't going to really look at me anyway, and there we go. Just like that, an easy kill. And I can run back to the airfield. Well, not to the airfield, just to cover, really. And it looks like an Mi-4 also spawned there. Unfortunately, I am going to have to get the kill on him, even if we could argue to show some mercy on that. I think it's his decision to have spawned it in. So let's just lock him in. Fire Brimstone. And yeah, that is another very easy kill. An F-18 somehow got a team kill. An F-15 somehow got a team kill on an F-18 with a Maverick. Very interesting. But yeah, I think this game is basically over now. Alright, hopefully after having watched this video, you at least understand my point of view. One thing that I did forget to mention at the start of this video was the fact that the Eurofighter has the invisible AiM-9Ms. Now, they're not R-73s in terms of their maneuverability, but they're basically invisible, and since you don't get any missile markers in ground RB, they're actually extremely potent. In the end though, when comparing both these planes, or both the Su-30 and the Eurofighter, it does come down to how each individual plays, and I just so happen to like the Eurofighter in this case. However, I'm sure there are also plenty more people who enjoy the Su-30. I guess another bonus with that plane is you can pair it off with the Su-34, since the Su-34 is classed as a strike aircraft, so you don't get an RP penalty when spawning it twice, or spawning a plane in twice. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video though, and I'll see you guys in the next one then. Bye bye!